Ew, you seem horrible. Go away. Hey guys, welcome back to Unmedicated and Dysfunctional. My name is Kenz. Welcome back. Today we're jumping into part 3 for Scarlet Hollow. We are on our way home, walking by ourselves after having watched a man get murdered by some weird creature in the woods. So that's where we are, jumping back in. Welcome back. Here we go. As far as you know, those creatures from the woods have infested these trails as well. But it's too late for you to turn around. You'll either make it back to your state, or you won't. Continue down the path. Almost home. I don't like going through the creepy woods to the creepy house. Your salvation in sight, you make a mad dash to the door. Oh, try the door. Oh, why does she look scared? She lives here. She shouldn't look like that. Oh, thank God you're back. Where the hell have you been? Do you know anyone named Wayne? You feel a slight but palpable hesitation before Tabitha answers. I employ over 100 people. I'm sure I know a Wayne. Well... You hesitated before answering me. Wayne, I watched a man die tonight? It's late, Kenz. You never came home. I'm sorry for your random question and accusations caught me off guard. Wait, you smell like nature and old dog. You must have met Stella then. Ugh, that explains everything. I'm going to bed. I'll see you tomorrow. Wait. Wait. Don't you want to hang out? Don't leave me by myself. I'm still all hyped up on adrenaline from tonight. I would love to just hang out for a little while to cool down a bit. No, I'm going to hang out with you. It's late. I'm tired. I'm going to bed. Don't do anything stupid while I'm asleep. Just go to your room and sleep. Okay, rude. Sorry. You're alone in the estate. The sound of the wind whistling through the house gives you an uneasy feeling in your gut. It's probably best to turn in and try to leave the night behind you. You thoughtlessly stumble into your room, and before you even fully realize you're there, you've really collapsed onto the mattress exhausted. From the relative safety of this uncomfortable bed, the events of the past evening seem like something that happened to someone else, though you can still clearly picture the terror you felt in those moments. For now, you're safe, and you're warm. Eventually the sun will rise and chase away the monsters, and make them like nothing but bad dreams. Maybe tomorrow, if you're lucky, you'll wake up normal world and have a boring week in the mountains with your sour-faced cousin. Oh, there's so many sounds happening. It's a nice thought, but deep down you can't help but worry that things will only get worse. Oh, this must be the end of chapter 1. Man, I don't know how I keep doing this, but every time time I play a long game now, it's like, oh, now's a good stopping point. Surprise, new episode, here's the end. Oh, it's so creepy. It's so spooky, you guys. The animation looks so good, though. Oh, wait, who is this? Who is that? Surely someone we've never met before. Ooh, bloodstains on the floor. Ooh! There it is. They did a very good job. Who is it? The style of these games is always so beautiful. Even in Slay the Princess, they just did such a good job. And now seeing some of it more animated like this, I would love to see them do some sort of short, like a cinematic short. Would just be incredible by these guys. There you have it. Episode 1. But we're gonna jump into part 2. Alright, let's do a recap. Why not? The funeral of Pearlie and Scarlet, your cousin's mother and your aunt, seemed like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. Welcome to our family's humble estate. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I wouldn't go wandering anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floors have been known to give out. Oh yeah, this was a decision that we made. As the lock falls, the doors moan open, revealing the entrance of what once must have been an incredibly lavish ballroom. Faintly in the distance, you hear the quiet notes of an old piano playing from another room. Right. So what do you say? Want to tag along? Hold the camera for me while I narrate against the darkening sky, that sort of thing. And then, pwah, pwah. Duke, you'll eat those words when I come carrying a mountain lion corpse out of these woods at dawn. Oh, Wayne. Oh, nasty, sick deer. A single deer remains behind, staring down the beam of Stella's flashlight, while Gretchen whines and pulls at her harness. Duke grapples with the thing, and it grapples at his shotgun, pushing the barrel out of the way as it grasps the birdie with oddly jointed lips, while Stella stares in shock. Silence as if paused, watching as the other creature attempts to wrestle Gretchen into the darkness, her desperate cries going unheeded. Poor Gretchen. I hope Gretchen doesn't get all sickly and diseased. You dive for Gretchen, attempting to snatch her out of the way of the thing's misshapen hands. Ugh. You manage to grab her, but the creature isn't deterred. It rears back on its hind legs, its mouth opening, whispered tones sliding out alongside something sharp and unnatural. But then there's a deafening blast of Duke's shotgun, and suddenly, it is gone. Oh my god. Oh my god, what do I do? What do I do? Oh my god. Stella, keep an eye on her for us. Make sure he doesn't get into any more trouble. Yeah, and then this creepy guy, which I imagine is probably the guy that was crying. But he's got blood on him, just like how there was blood in the other house. So I'm assuming he did something or was there when something happened. Wayne. And then, yeah, we learned about the ditchlings from old Mother Nature there. And then we went back into the comfort of not our bed, where we were safe and warm. Tuesday morning awaits. Let's wake up. I wake up, there's a doll right here in your face. That would be freaky. That would be freaky. You open your eyes. The sun has risen, the birds are singing, and you're still alive for now. You're safe. Your gaze wanders across the room to the window, just to the woods beyond. You wonder if the monsters are lurking there right now, just beyond the trees, ready to pounce as soon as you leave the crumbling estate. A familiar unease settles into your gut, tangling into a knot of anxiety, wriggling as events of last night play out in your head. You can't help but remember Duke slumped against a tree, pieces of him scattered across the clearing. You're not sure if you'll ever feel okay again after what you've seen, but you can't stay in bed forever. Especially in this bed. This bed is creepy. Hunger pulls you from the clammy depths of the mattress. Note, you can refresh yourself on the events of previous days by using the journal. Ah, good to know. Oh, check on the opossum. Oh, he's still my little drawer buddy. He's still there. Nice. Pat the little mans. I want to pat him. I want to be my friends. Aww. Ah, he's so cute. You live him into his theatrics and close the drawer. Let's look out the window. You creep towards the window. Oh! He's watching me. You guys see? Right there? Up in that area by the fountain? That guy standing there? Careful not to be seen by whatever might be lurking in the garden. For a second you thought you saw movement. It could have been an animal. It could have been something else. Whatever it was, it's gone now. It's Wayne. Wayne is there. Maybe I'll head out after the investigation. After you finished waking up. Let's go down to the kitchen. Time to start the day. And eat more jelly bread. You're back in the kitchen. Frou-Frou eyes you from her favorite spot on the counter. I'm pretty sure we're not supposed to pet the cat, but I'm gonna pet the cat. You know you can get this cat to like you. You're good with cats. You approach cautiously, holding your hand to the non-threatening eagle, showing Frou-Frou that you are friend, not foe. You withdraw your now bloodied hand. It's all part of the process. A few scratches aren't enough to deter you. You're certain she'll come around. Hey. Ooh. I knew it. I knew we weren't supposed to. Did you know the police called me this morning? You've only been here one day and you've already had a run-in with the cops? The cops don't matter. Something is coming from this town and I need people to start listening to me. Okay, let's go for it. Let's do it. Duke and Stella didn't take my intuition seriously last night, and look where they landed. I need you to believe me. You don't need to spin me tales to wiggle your way out of this. Just be careful and remember that your actions have consequences for the people around you. You get the feeling in your gut that even if for a brief moment Tabitha believed your warning. I don't have the energy to spend this week cleaning up after the mess. So just don't make any extra work for me, okay? Did they say anything about Duke? Did they find the body? Body? They didn't say anything about a body, but apparently he never went home last night. And they had quite a few questions about you, Kenz. Before you ask, don't worry. I told them that you're an upstanding citizen. Yeah, thanks for having my back. Sure, what else is family for? Ooh. Go back to your regular face. It's unsettling. What's up with you and Stella? Oh, we just have a history, that's all. I don't need to explain myself to you. Okay, is there anything I can do to help out? You can stay out of trouble while I do my job. Oh, and I want you home by sunset. I don't want to hear complaints, just do what I ask and we won't have any more problems. Okay. She takes a few steps towards the door. Sunset. Your cousin huffily exits the kitchen. Her footsteps fade down the hall, ending in the characteristic creak, then slam of the front door as it opens and closes behind her. Once again, you are the only human in the estate. Time to start your day. Make a jelly sandwich. Yeah, nom nom nom. And that's that. Let's go check out the garden. The man that was in the garden. See why he has a bag on his head. As your eyes wander to the garden door, you shudder, remembering the brief glimpse of something you saw from upstairs your window. It was probably just a raccoon. Yes, a raccoon with a bag on its head. But the uncertainty of what you saw gnaws at you and compels you to investigate, if only to prove that it was nothing. At the very least, you don't see anything now. Let's go further. You wander farther into the garden, trying to pinpoint the spot where that thing had been lurking, if indeed there had been a thing to begin with. Let's take it all in. Ew, I really hate this little devil horn statue. This is just creepy. Whoever did this is creepy. Creepy way to set up it. Like, it could be very beautiful, but this is very creepy. The garden is peaceful, but undeniably eerie. Here, more than anywhere else, you're surrounded by the ghost of what this place used to be. A greenhouse sits in the midst of overwhelming greenery, unreachable for years of neglect. Its glass clouded and cracked, statues reach out from within the seas of weeds as if begging to be rescued. And almost strikingly behind a pair of rusted metal gates, at the very peak of the mountain sits a graveyard. You can just make out a few of the headstones. The Scarlet name, carved deep and proud into their faces. You notice what a good view someone would have had. Would have of your window if they stood where you're standing right now. Yeah, look at that. That's my window. Let's check the grounds for clues. Is that peanut butter? You crouch down, pushing aside the greenery to examine the soft earth. A boot print, a big boot print, and what looks like some sort of viscera. Your thoughts turn to the specter of the night before. You snap a quick photo just in case it comes in handy later. You don't want to further investigate the goo? With that, you head back inside. Time to figure out what to do with the rest of your day. Well, my brain is thinking maybe we should go find Stella. But I also don't want to get into more trouble. So let's see. First option, to head into town. Make things up to your cousin. Or the last thing we need to do is get sucked in it. You're not going to leave the estate. We could explore more of the estate. I don't want to clean the guest bathroom. Let's stay and see what we find. You pace through the halls, wandering aimlessly, examining the cobweb-infested corners of the peeling wallpaper. Though you find yourself seeing past the decay more than you did yesterday, seeing the architecture, and antique furniture for what it is, imagining what it may have looked like in the heyday. Beautiful, well-constructed, expensive. And all rotting away now, gold leaf peeling from the cracked balustrades, silk upholstery stained beyond repair, eaten through by generations of moths. But, you guys heard that, right? The ding, ding. It's creepy. But your reflections are interrupted by the sudden heavy thunk, thunk, thunk of metal. Door knocker, the sound seeming to reverberate its way down your spine. Someone is at the front door. Before you get a chance to decide whether or not to answer, it opens. Oh, you! Okay, I thought we were gonna be in trouble. For a second there. I thought we were gonna have to fight for our lives again. Oh, I'm so sorry. I hope I didn't scare you. I've been up thinking about what you went through all night. I brought some fresh tea. Let's settle in somewhere and talk. You and the old hippie make your way back to the kitchen. She gives one of Tabitha's few mugs thorough rinse before pouring you a steaming tea from her thermos. The smell is amazing. A nostalgic earthy odor reminiscent of fall, as if it was brewed with autumn leaves. What if she's drugging me? Why is take a sip an option? Let's go for it. You take a sip of tea. It tastes not unlike a rotten log, but somehow isn't unpleasant. Like you're tasting a hike through dawn-dampened woods. It leaves a refreshing citrusy aftertaste, like a cool breeze sweeping the leaves from the path of the tea left on your tongue. Sybil was right. You can already feel it begin to ease some of the strain and tension from last night's events. Because she drugged me? I hope you like it. This is my new chaga. And lemon balm blend. I love experimenting with local ingredients. Okay. Is there any news about Duke? His family has been notified, that's as much as I know. Poor Duke, he was a good man. But I fear his death is merely a sign of more tragedy to come, which, I suppose, brings us to what I came to talk to you about. You went through quite the ordeal last night and are holed up alone in, well, bless her heart, but Tabitha hasn't exactly reclaimed this place since Pearl Ann passed. I feel like I'm inhaling cobwebs. I wanted to check in on you. How are you holding up, dear, really? Why do you want to know? That's so rude. Thanks for coming into my home. Give me a tea. Why do you want to know how I'm doing? Blah, blah, blah. I don't know how I'm doing. So much has already happened, and I've only been here for a day. That's a good answer. Well, if it's any consolation, there is a sound somewhere above you. A creaking floorboard betrayed a shifting presence. There's something in the room above you. You heard that too, didn't you? I knew things were gonna happen if we stayed home. You know, dear, I was planning to stop by the mines for a quick chat with your cousin. Maybe it would be a good idea if you came along. I don't like the thought of you being alone in this big house. Not with the town the way it is right now. There's another creak from above. Leaving suddenly seems like a very good idea. And yet that the thought feels like it's not entirely your own. It unsettles you, though not as much as the sounds coming from the floor over your head. Is something in the estate telling you to leave? No, it's telling me to stay. Yes, take me to my cousin. Do you think this place is haunted? If it is haunted, I wouldn't doubt you'd find out soon, as you were alone here for too long. It sounds to me like whatever might be here already restless to have you to itself. Okay, yeah, let's get out of here. Bye. Let's go. Done with that. Done with that. Done with skinwalkers. Done with the doohickeys. Let's leave. We're good. Neither of you wait around to see what if the sound will continue. You quickly make your way back to the door and out into the inviting autumn air. You're once again surprised by the freshness of the mountain breeze, your lungs having grown accustomed to the stale, dusty air of the estate, not realizing how much they were being suffocated. At least it's a pleasant day for a walk. There really is nothing like a mountain in autumn. Yeah, except for when the mountain is covered in things that will kill you. There is something comforting about the woman's presence. She exudes a warmth, her smile feeling like kindly approval, even though you feel you've done nothing to earn it. Let's see. Oh gosh, so many options. Do you know much about my family? Any history I should know about? Oh yes, everyone around here knows quite a bit about your family. You founded the town, after all. Your family and the history of its town are completely intertwined. Your well, I'm not exactly sure how many greats that would be. Some distant grandfather of yours started the mine, which started the town. The town nearly collapsed in ruin after the collapse of 1918, and once again your family pulled it back up. Now here we are. I'm not sure what else to say. What do you want to know? Is it really just me and Tabitha? Why are there so few of us left? I suppose fate is crueler to some than others. In a lot of ways, your family has been very fortunate. But the Scarlets have seen their fair share of death as well. Maybe more than their fair share. What kind of death? That big house, we must have been loaded. Do you think we're still loaded? Do you think I have money? Do I come from a family of money? It's really not my place to speculate about people's finances, but you've seen the state of the place. I think that speaks for itself. So our mine is the whole reason this town exists. I'd say so. If it fails, I'm not sure anybody would be able to stick around for long. That being said, I suppose everything has to end eventually. One shouldn't plan on things to continue on exactly the same forever. Alright. Let's keep walking. So is there a mystery symbol? What do you think of Stella? Let's see. Such a ray of sunshine. Even after what happened with her parents, she tries to put a smile through each day. It's admirable if you ask me. What happened to her parents? It was a car accident. Such a tragedy. They both died, but she made it out mostly unscathed, the poor thing. I know it hasn't been easy for her. It's clear that she carries the burden with her every day, as much as she tries to pretend otherwise. Alright, what about Tabitha? What do we think about Tabitha? She works too hard, but I suppose that's a burden she carries with what your family's minds to run. It can't be doing her any good, though. I'm sure she has something to do with her disposition. Bless her heart. She's clearly got more to say, but she's being polite. But? But nothing, I'm being honest. I worry about her health with all the stress. Sybil is a worthy foe on the battlefield of social niceties. Alright, let's continue. Who are you? The two of you are interrupted by a woman jogging towards you. Ew, you seem horrible. Go away. Joan, wonderful to see you as always. Have you met Kenz? Sybil. And no, we haven't met. Joan here is a resident doctor. Oh, you're the doctor? Oh, you seem rude. Kenz is Vivian's kid, of course. And so, what a funeral. I put that together. Oh, you're so mean. Okay. Flirt. You're pretty. The woman's stony facade, the facade, cracks for a moment as she lets out a stinging laugh. You have to be kidding. By the way, don't even think about calling me Joan. It's Dr. Kelly to you. People my son's age don't get first name privileges. Ah! Okay, so Wayne is your son. The creepy kid with the bag on his head is your son. Got it. How is Reese doing? Any better these days? Dr. Kelly lets out a small, frustrated sigh. He's surviving, same as usual. You know that. Her son has a rare condition. Do you make a habit of sharing that kind of private information with anyone who wanders into town? Tell me, Kanika says. Oh, tell him... who's talking? Tell him Kanika says hello. I get the feeling she and Stella will miss seeing him. Oh, you know, since you're here, maybe we should set them up for a visit this week. Doesn't that sound nice? Kenz could come too. Could I don't feel like I'm welcome. Sybil, they're adults. We don't need to set them up on play dates. And you know how easy it is for him to tire himself out. It's not worth it. So you're just gonna isolate your kid? That's kind of messed up. I need to get home and get him his meds. I can't stand around talking all day. Bye, Felicia. The woman starts her jog again, her pace faster than before, almost as if she's running away from the awkward interaction. She's a bit of a brusky. A brusque? That's a word I've never seen before. Woman, isn't she? But her heart is in the right place. Anyway, we should be on our way too. It's not much farther now. Where are we? I forgot where we're going. Oh, the mines! Right, my family's mines. She was right, it takes very little time to reach the Scarlet Hollow mines. A humble exterior greeting at the place you made your family's fortune. Your cousin just so happens to be at the gates, but it seems you aren't the only visitor she's dealing with at the moment. Minor, this is ridiculous. You can't fire me after having a damn cold. This has got to be some kind of, I don't know, rights violation. You aren't fired, Terrence. You're laid off. Cutbacks had to be made, and obviously I'm going to prioritize those cutbacks on workers who have a habit of prioritize those cutbacks on workers that have a habit of missing shifts. I read that opposite. I had mono. I was puking my guts out. I couldn't crawl my sorry ass into that pit, and you wouldn't have wanted me there anyway. And you only give us 3 days a year to get sick. It's a shit system. You don't have to... Oh, you don't have a note from a doctor. I can't just take you at your word. If you wanted extra sick days, you could have had them. With the proper paperwork, don't forget, by not showing up, you put extra pressure on your coworkers and pick up your slack. And that's not fair to them. And if you have a tendency to get sick like that, maybe you shouldn't be working in a place like this to begin with. As for your lodgings, I'll give them 2 weeks to move out. To hell with you and your damn mine, and this shit you've had me living in. I'd be all better off a heap of rubble. Sometimes when I read these, I feel like I'm just saying words. Alright. The miners kick the dirt in a final act of frustration, but wander off, leaving Tabitha standing steadfast at the gates. Sybil? Kenz? What are you doing here? I wanted to have a word with your cousin here, and I had some business with you as well. Though it looks to me like you're busy. I wouldn't want to impose. Why don't you drop by the tea room sometime this week, Tabitha? Yeah, sure. I'll swing by tomorrow. Wonderful. I'll be on my way, but it was lovely catching up, Kenz. I'm sure we'll be seeing each other around town. The woman finally leaves, and you're alone with your cousin once again. Well, so much for you not intruding on my work. Come on, I guess. I'll babysit you in my office. Okay, so this'll be interesting. Oh! She's banned. Fly by dead. Okay, there's a lot going on in this office here. McDonald's trash bag. Just don't make yourself a burden, alright? I have a lot to do today. Okay. Yes. Tabitha, this is urgent. Sybil and I have... Sybil said the things I saw last night are an omen of impending doom. Something very bad is going to happen to this town. I'm sorry, I don't mean to bother you at work. Sybil says a lot of things. She's one of those tea leaf reading fortune teller types. I really wouldn't take her vague warnings seriously. Don't get yourself all worked up over what some old lady told you about the end of times or whatever she was going on about. Okay. Let's see. I think there's a presence in your house, Tabitha. A presence? What, like a ghost? Just because it's a creepy old house doesn't mean it's haunted. Not even Stella thinks it's haunted. Or she'd be banging down my door to film some video in my house. In a building as big and old as the estate, there are going to be noises. It shifts in the wind. Doors slam on their own. Get used to it. I don't need you running out here every time you hear a creaky floorboard. Well, what was all that layoff stuff? That's nothing you have to worry about. Running a business isn't all sunshine and roses. In fact, it's almost never sunshine and roses. Okay, I'm just gonna sit here and be quiet. Thank you. You're welcome. As you settle and you take in the details of her office, you're surprised to see a poster of what looks like Stella. She has apparently been banned from the mines. Stella isn't the only likeness captured on the walls of your cousin's trailer. On either side of Tabitha's desk are portraits of older people, a woman, and an old-timey man. A shotgun hangs menacingly over the desk. Besides that, there isn't much else to see. Let's see. Oh, let's see. The Portent Doom. Oh, gosh. It's tough because I feel like everything I'm gonna say is gonna make her worse. Who are those people on the wall? Let's just figure out, because I have a feeling it has to do with family. I'm sure you recognize Pearl Ann at this point, and the other is Enoch, our great-great-grandfather who saved the mine from ruin after the collapse. The idea was to have all the family members who own the mines on this wall, but I don't think Pearl Ann was too excited to have great-grandma Edie staring down at her all day, so we're missing one. Can't blame her. I remember that woman well enough to know why she wouldn't want the reminder. Okay, good to know. You never call Pearl Ann Mom? I'm an adult. I don't cling to dynamics of childhood. Okay, well, let's talk about pertinent doom. How can you keep focusing on work when there might be some catastrophe waiting around the corner? Valid question. I don't know anything about monsters in the woods, but if there's some kind of doom coming for this town, it'll be because I'm not able to do my job. Okay. Message duly noted. You sit there for a few long minutes. Tabitha taps away on her keyboard. The pleasant bird song you're used to hearing as the constant backdrop of Scarlet Hollow has been replaced with the distant sounds of machinery, muffled as it sits by Tabitha's thin office walls. And then the sounds of machinery are joined by another sound, the angry rumbling of your stomach. That jelly sandwich was not enough to sustain you this long. You require more substantial sustenance. Do you have any food? Tabitha sighs. Why didn't you eat before you came out here? Has Stella finally stopped being pushy about food? If you really can't wait, then go find something at the cafeteria. It's the building with the big cafeteria sign on it. Try not to get lost. Oh, and bring me back something too while you're at it. I have a mac and cheese and I don't hate. Alright, mac and cheese. You got it. You get up leaving Tabitha's office and you once again stepping out into the fresh air. No, I feel like mine shaft air probably isn't going to be super fresh. This cafeteria sign is not as obvious as Tabitha made it out to be. All the gray corrugated buildings look vaguely the same. You aren't quite sure what direction you should start heading in. Get directions off the nearby miners. Oh, hi. You approach the nearest group of miners. You could cut to the chase and ask where the cafeteria is, but you are among the workers unsupervised. What's the harm in asking if any of them has seen anything unusual? You got a reason to be bothering us? Hey, so, y'all should get out of town. There's some seriously messed up stuff going on here. This is the best pay I've ever had. I'm not going anywhere. Yeah, I ain't sacrificing any of retirement for vague shit like that. I just started last year. If I jump up and left, I don't think anyone else would hire me. Okay, have you guys seen anything weird, though? The miners look up and down. Weird how? Like weird noises coming from the woods? Not a peep. We're undergrounds most of the day, though. You know, I heard something unusual the other night. Thought it might have been an owl or something, but it didn't sound right. It was an owl. You're just not used to the local wildlife yet. Have you run into any weird animals? Nope. You've been talking about... You've been talking to that townie? The one the boss gave a lifetime ban to? Yeah, she's like a Bigfoot YouTuber or something. Her video is actually pretty good. But, you know, now that I think about it, it's pretty weird I haven't been seeing many animals at all lately. Used to be I'd see all sorts of critters. Now it's mostly birds. This is your first year up here, ain't it? Just not used to the seasons changing. All the animals are hibernating, that's all. I don't know, she's got a point. I've been up here 5 years now, and it's never been like this before. Huh. Maybe it's a global warming then. I think you're calling it climate change now? Okay. Do you know a guy named Wayne? Yeah, we knew him. He was such a cut-up. Missed that dude. He accosted me last night. Oh, yeah, let's see what happened to him. The miners shift for a moment uncomfortably, glancing at one another. Isn't that the guy y'all said was, He's gone. That's all that matters. Let's press him. Yeah, I want to find out what happened to him. Ain't our place to talk about it. Least of all, not with the boss, cousin. Oh, yeah, so I met this guy on the bus. Wore a beanie and a shirt said, I want to, yeah. He said he had some friends working on the mines up here. A lot of people wear beanies. He also talked about how you guys push joggers into Baltimore Harbor. Does that ring any bells? None. Not a clue. Yeah, I think I'd remember someone like that. Okay. I'm looking for the cafeteria. Yeah, let's get to where we're going. I'm going to do you a favor and not tell you where it is. Oh, thanks. Oh, come on. Zax, go easy on her. I am going easy on her. The cafe is slop. You're better off grabbing a bite at the diner. Only good establishment in town. I don't know, the mac and cheese is pretty decent. Mac and cheese is the only thing decent. And we all know why that is. Come on, let's get out of here. Our shift's about to start anyways. So much for getting a straight answer. The cafeteria remains a hidden treasure, and you remain without a map. Let's go to another group. Hey, guys. Well, if it ain't the boss's cousin, can we help you with something? We're just going to find the cafeteria. Oh, sure, it's right over by the... It's hard to find, I'll take you. Sure, get your brownie points. Later, man. Okay. Okay. I feel like if I was going to press them for other stuff, I wouldn't have... No one would be taking me, so... Come on, let's walk. The hard-faced young man starts walking along with you, an anxious energy in his step, and he escorts you to the building, whose cafeteria sign was definitely much smaller than Tabitha made it out to be. You line up with steaming piles of subpar food, undoubtedly made as cheaply as possible, judging by your cousin's business practices. Still smells good enough, and you find your mouth watering in anticipation of the bland offerings. So, you're up in the big house with the boss this week. I just wanted to know if you've seen anything strange while you've been staying there. Yes. Like, mining jacket. Is there anyone up there with you? A man, maybe? Last name Wayne? Yeah, I saw him last night. Scared the shit out of me. Scared the heck out of you? That doesn't sound like him. But at least that means he's alive. He's been missing over a week and nobody around here seems to give a shit. Especially the person who's seen him last, which happens to be your... Oh, are we talking about a certain young man who may or may not have been caught the boss's eye? Ooh, Tabitha, you wily dog. That Sam Wayne fella, wasn't it? Whatever, if anyone asks, we never talked, got it? I don't want to disappear too. Isaacs obviously has more to say, but this isn't the time and place to coax more information out of him. Yeah, let's slip him my contact information. Call me later. Hey, thanks for the help. You reach towards Isaac's shake hand, passing your note to his palm. Don't mention it. And then he's gone. What's got that kid so jumpy? It's like you've never heard of a guy running off because he got broke up with before. Yep, I've skipped town over less. Oh, it's my lucky day. They got chicken and dumplings. What do you guys know about this Wayne fellow? All I know is that a certain someone got involved with somebody he shouldn't have, and nobody in camp's seen him since. I figured he'd just run off to live in that big mansion with his belle. The thought of a strapping young man like him with that sour-faced broad always left such a bad taste in my mouth. As if you wouldn't fall on your knees if a woman of means showed the slight bit of interest in you, or any woman at all. Fair enough. Oh, you're talking about Tabitha, right? Not Pearl Ann, because Pearl Ann is dead. Yep, okay. Okay, you'd best get going. Wouldn't want a hot meal to go cold. No reason to stay here any longer. Okay. A lot of good information here that we're gathering. So there's obviously a connection between my cousin and this Wayne guy who's been wandering around with a bag on his head and blood on his shirt. Yeah, wowzers. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead. Unfortunately, I do need to stop here. Thank you guys so much for joining me. It's always a pleasure to hang out. So thank you guys so much. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that little bell notification if you'd like to come hang out more often. And as always, I will see you in the next slide. Bye!